Success way to clear womb cancer risk, research suggests.
Boy, 2, nearly has face ripped off after best friend family dog attacked him on sofa.
A mom who feared she was infertile got pregnant with quintuplets without IVF.
Florida bride and caterer charged with lacing wedding food with cannabis.
Over 1 million African children protected by first malaria vaccine.
Boy born with 2 penises forced to have the bigger one chopped off by doctors.
Success way to clear womb cancer risk, research suggests. Being overweight substantially increases the risk of developing womb cancer, research suggests. If a 5 feet 5 inches, 1.65 meters, woman is 2 stone, 12.7 kilograms, above a healthy weight, her risk is nearly doubled. For example, the Cancer Research UK, CRUK, funded research involved 120,000 women in the UK, US and 5 other countries. The charity says keeping a healthy weight can cut the risk of 13 different cancers. Genes and hormones may be other risk factors. One theory is fat cells can send out signals telling other cells to divide more often, which can lead to cancer. The CRUK study, led by a team at the University of Bristol and published in BMC Medicine, is one of the largest into the link between fat and womb cancer.
Boy, 2, nearly has face ripped off after best friend family dog attacked him on sofa. A mum has sounded a warning to other parents to always be on their guard even with beloved family dogs after her young son's face was almost ripped off. Jodie Griffiths, 35, says even trusted pets can maim children after her 2-year-old son Romy was suddenly savagely attacked on the sofa. Jodie was at work on December 27 when she received the heart-stopping call from her partner that their boy had been seriously bitten. She has now shared horrifying pictures of how the dog almost tore off his face despite them being best friends. The tot and his siblings had been playing in the living room with their new flying helicopters toys while 8-year-old family dog Blizzard slept on the couch nearby. Romy's dad, Daniel Griffiths, 32, had only looked away for a second before the tot screamed out in agony, and he turned back to find him covered in blood after a single bite tore through his nose. Distressing photos show how little Romy was left with deep lacerations across his nose and face, a fractured jaw, and even missing teeth from the attack. The parents say the dog, who was their son's best friend, had never been aggressive before, leaving them convinced he had been startled awake by the flying toy and lunged at the tot's face in shock. Since the attack was put down to an accident, the couple were allowed to keep Blizzard. However, Jodie admits she would never trust him again, so they were forced to give up their beloved family pet. After the terrifying phone call, Jodie rushed home and the parents took the tot to New Croft Hospital in Wolverhampton. From there, Romy was transferred to Birmingham Children's Hospital, where he underwent surgery the following day to stitch his nose back together. The beloved mutt Blizzard had been part of the family for the majority of his 8-year life since being a puppy, and had never shown any signs of aggression before. Romy, who has been left with scars on his face, has to have checkups at the hospital as he grows due to concerns that the amount of stitching done to his nose will prevent it from growing with him. Doctors have warned that he may need another operation by the time he is 4 and further surgery, when he is a teenager, to reshape his nose and nostrils to his growing face. The mum now hopes to warn other parents about the risks of having a dog around children, after being forced to rehome the pet she thought she could trust with her children.
A mum who feared she was infertile got pregnant with quintuplets without IVF. A mum who feared she would never get pregnant has told of how she ended up with quintuplets after taking medication. Couple Hannah Merton, 23, and her husband Jacob, 24, had feared she was infertile, so she took medication to stimulate ovulation. Incredibly, she fell pregnant with 5 babies, with tots Philomena, Evangeline, Meredith, Gideon and Elliot all born prematurely at just 25 weeks. The teeny miracles weighed between 1 pound 13 ounces and 1 pound 4 ounces each, and had a tough early start. Sadly, Meredith died aged 3 days old, following a fatal brain bleed. And it took a year for her 4 brothers and sisters to be reunited. They recently celebrated their 2nd birthday, and despite the full-on job of looking after 4 young babies, Mom Hannah said she wouldn't change it for the world. Hannah and Jacob, a financial planner, began trying to get pregnant 3 years ago, but when they didn't fall pregnant, took medication to encourage ovulation. In October 2019, a pregnancy test came back positive, and later doctors confirmed Hannah was carrying not 1, but 5 babies. Since getting all 4 of the babies back home, Hannah and Jacob discovered the reality of looking after 4 tots at once. Gideon has breathing problems and a tracheostomy, and Evangeline has cerebral palsy.
Florida bride and caterer charged with lacing wedding food with cannabis. A Florida bride and wedding caterer were arrested and charged after reportedly lacing wedding food with drugs. Donya Glennie, 42, the bride, and Joycelyn Bryant, 31, the reported caterer, both face a number of charges, including tampering, culpable negligence, and delivery of marijuana. Police responded to the wedding at the Springs Clubhouse in Longwood, Florida, in February. One guest reported that he felt drugs were inside him after eating the food and drinking wine. He was not the only one. Several other guests were treated by first responders after they experienced stomach pains and vomiting. One guest reportedly informed officials the food was laced with marijuana. Another reported that he felt ill and high, according to Fox 35 Orlando. When Glennie was asked about the drug-laced wedding food, she reportedly gave police a blank stare before she stuttered no. Bryant, the owner of Joycelyn's Southern Kitchen, left before police spoke with her. A number of sick guests were later transported to South Seminole Hospital for treatment. Police collected samples of the food to be tested, including chocolate-covered strawberries, pudding-shot desserts and lasagna. Both Glennie and Bryant turned themselves in Monday.
Over 1 million African children protected by first malaria vaccine. More than 1 million children in Ghana, Kenya and Malawi have now received at least 1 dose of the first anti-malaria vaccine, the World Health Organization said Thursday. The breakthrough RTS-S vaccine was pioneered in Malawi in April 2019 and found to be safe and substantially reduce severe cases of the disease, the World Health Organization said in a statement ahead of World Malaria Day on April 25. The World Health Organization recommended the widespread deployment of the vaccine for children living in sub-Saharan Africa and areas at risk in October 2021 and said its pilot scheme could save the lives of between 40,000 and 80,000 children in Africa each year.
Boy born with 2 penises forced to have the bigger one chopped off by doctors. A 2-year-old boy born with 2 penises has been forced to have the bigger one chopped off by doctors. The Brazilian lad's organs were conjoined at the base because of a 1 in 5 million condition called diphalia. Medics originally planned to let him keep the left one, which was bigger. But the surgeons changed the procedure after the boy's mother expressed concerns that he could only urinate from his right. It comes after a boy in Iraq was reported being born with 3 penises, a defect known as triphalia. Doctors at the Federal University of Sao Paulo acted on the information and successfully carried out the operation in the city. For your daily global health news, visit www.staywellworld.org. Please do well to subscribe, like, share and comment. If you already subscribed, turn on the notification icon so you don't miss any update. Thank you for watching.